Good day, listener. Welcome. LIS 115. Information User. Study Session 1. The Concept of Information System. Introduction. The most crucial component of any information system is the user. Without the user, the financial, material, and the human resources expended in the collection, processing, and organization of information resources and products will amount to waste of resources. All information activities are carried out because of the users. Within the library setup, the user is considered as king. Library resources are provided and services rendered to meet the information needs of the different categories of users by different types of libraries. However, the concept of the information user goes beyond library users. This session will enable you to appreciate the concept of information and how you can successfully seek, obtain, and use information for problem solving and decision making. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, you should be able to discuss the concept of information. The concept of information. The concept of information cannot be understood from a narrowed and stereotypic point of view. Information is a term that means different things to different individuals. A thorough understanding of the concept of information will be made possible when all these divergent views are accommodated. Information has been considered by some as any meaningful message transmitted by a source via a medium to the receiver. This implies that before any phenomenon can be described as information, it must have some significance and importance. Buckland, 1991, viewed information as a process, knowledge, and a thing. Information is considered as a process when it is performing the function of informing, which has to do with filling a gap through valuable information that is of great worth. This is done through the communication process. Information can also be viewed as knowledge when it increases the comprehension of certain facts and also helps to a certain extent to resolve an uncertainty about a subject matter. Information is considered a thing when it is documented in printed materials, audiovisual media, and electronically for the purpose of enlightenment. Information from the point of view of Buckland could be seen as tangible when it comes in form of a thing. Information could be viewed as a critical resource. Buck and Orton, 1988, provided 9 points to provide that information could rightly be viewed as a resource, namely: 1. Information is acquired at a definite, measurable cost. 2. Information has a definite value, which may be quantified and treated as accountable asset. Information consumption can be qualified. 4. Cost accounting techniques can be applied to help control the cost of information. 5. Information has a clear life cycle. Definition of requirements, collection, transmission, processing, storage, dissemination, use, and disposal. 6. Information may be processed and refined so that raw materials, for example databases, are converted into finished products, published directories. 7. Substitutes for any specific item or collection of information are available and may be quantified as more expensive or less expensive. 8. Choices are available to management in making trade-off between different grades, types, and costs of information. The argument of Buck and Hutton is that information should be seen as something tangible, physical, and concrete. This is contrary to the view that is held by scholars, especially in the information profession, as they view information as intangible. I-No 2004 explained that information means many things to different people. Some people consider news as information, even though news is any piece of information that is new. To these individuals, when they listen to the radio or what they watch on the television about happenings in the country and all over the world could be considered as information. While computer scientists consider processing of data as information, microbiologists view information as genes in DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is transmitted from one generation to another. Telecommunications engineers associate information with bits and data, and librarians associate information with recorded knowledge. Information is also associated with processed data to which meaning has been attached. Some of the succinct definitions of information are: 1. Information is a phenomenon that increases the state of human knowledge. 2. Information is that which reduces uncertainty. 3. Information is a tool used in making rational and beneficial decisions. 4. Information is a physical surrogate of knowledge. 5. Information refers to all published and unpublished knowledge about any given subject matter. 6. Information refers to body of knowledge. 7. Information refers to records that are produced as a result of conscious human activities carried out daily. 8. Information is a stimuli that has meaning that is understood by the receiver. This symbolizes that sighting an object itself conveys information. For example, if you see a mobile phone, what automatically comes to your mind is that the phone is a communication tool that can be used to connect with people. In that sense, just looking at the phone, information has been passed across. This symbolizes that sighting an object itself conveys information. For example, if you see a mobile phone, what automatically comes to your mind is that the phone is a communication tool that can be used to connect with people. In that sense, just looking at the phone, information has been passed across. Elusiveness of information suggests that what appears to an individual as information is subjective. The real circumstances that give the phenomenon another different interpretation may also lead to information. The elusiveness of information can still be explained with the example of the mobile phone. If that same mobile is placed before a judge in the court of law, another interpretation is given to it entirely. What you see is just a mobile phone may not just be a mobile phone after all. The fact that the phone was placed before a judge may suggest that the phone may have been recovered from the hands of a criminal. The real information behind the phone that you thought was just a tool used in communication has become elusive to you. Information, therefore, could be based on situational context. What is obvious is that information has no single acceptable definition. In fact, I-No 2013 averred that, as of today, there is no consensus definition of information. Summary for Study Session 1. This session has revealed the definitional problem of information. Even though information is a common term that often leaves the mouth of people, it is a term that attracts to itself ambivalence in both meaning and interpretation. It has explained further that information can be viewed as a process, knowledge, and thing. In addition, how different professionals view information was also outlined. The ubiquity and elusiveness of information have also been highlighted. End of study section 1. Thanks for listening.